We're tracking breaking news right now as Florida troopers arrest a driver after a crash seriously hurts a 12-year-old on a scooter. We'll tell you more about this next. Plus, time running out for you to give your input to Cape Coral about where they're spending their money, especially with bringing housing to us. How you can help out today.
Plus, we've issued Gulf Coast weather impact days both Saturday and Sunday. I'm timing out the storms.
And we're starting you off with that breaking news here as Florida Highway Patrol say they've arrested a woman for hitting a child on a scooter, causing serious injuries. Arlene Salazar, according to troopers, does not have a driver's license. The 12-year-old was riding an electric scooter when she collided with Salazar's van along Easy Street yesterday afternoon in Port Charlotte. Now, FHP says the girl drove her scooter in the path of the woman's van. We spoke with neighbors who watched it happen.
The van came around the corner, hit the little girl on the scooter. The little girl was going this way and hit her, and she would fall off the scooter, her head hit the window.
Certainly hope she gets better here. Troopers say they took Salazar to the Charlotte County Jail. This is one of several recent crashes we've reported on in recent weeks involving children on e-bikes or scooters. Earlier this month, a Jeep hit a teen on her e-scooter in North Fort Myers. She had 2 broken bones in her leg and an eye injury because of it. In Collier County, a 14-year-old boy was killed in a crash while riding his e-bike in March. This was near Lakeland Avenue and Madison Drive. Since then, the county has banned children under the age of 16 from riding electric-powered bikes that can go faster than 28 miles an hour. New here at noon for us, a Cape Coral man is accused of threatening to kill President Trump. A federal indictment shows Christopher Davies sent a letter to someone at the Charlotte County Correctional Institute saying he intends to kill the president. Today, a judge arraigned him on federal charges. We'll bring you the latest from that throughout the day. Cape Coral Police, they say they're working on a plan. The city of Cape Coral, I should say, is working on a plan to manage development as it grows. The city asking for input from you on how they spend their money on affordable housing options. Gulf Coast News' Kennedy Mason is at the Cove at 47th Apartments, one of the city's newest developments, with what they hope to do.
The Cove at 47th brought a lot more housing options to South Cape Coral for people on low to middle incomes. If you think more housing options like this are needed, you can let the city know that and more. But you only have a few days left to do so. It's no secret Cape Coral is growing, with more than 233,000 people living here as of 2024, the 8th largest city in the entire state of Florida. Mark Magyar's seen it.
They're getting to a point where we're overrun with people, and then when you're in season, it gets worse, because then there's constantly traffic.
That's why the city created a survey for you to fill out so all residents can weigh in on the city's housing options for the future. It has options from major home improvement assistance like electrical to minor home improvement assistance like paint. There are also options like senior services, legal services, youth services, food assistance, and employment training. It's simple. You rank options provided from high priority to no need for funding. Wayne Brasso thinks there's no need for more apartments.
I should think that they would stop developing that. Not condominiums, probably single-family residence or duplexes, but that's about it.
The city says they get about $1.3 million annually through community development block grant funds for projects like these in the survey. They say it benefits those with a low to moderate income.
I don't know how they're going to be able to pay for $1,500, $2,000 a month apartments. And these are small. I mean, so how do they pay for them?
The city is creating 2 plans for this year that will guide how much money will be used to address these housing needs. The survey lasts until Sunday. We'll have a link to it on our Gulf Coast News app, and it should just take you a few minutes. In Cape Coral, Kennedy Mason, Gulf Coast News.
Kennedy, thank you. Meantime, the Florida Department of Transportation expanding our roads to keep up with the amount of people coming in. They're looking to widen Pine Island Road from 4 to 6 lanes from US 41 to North Fort Myers to Veterans Parkway leading out to Pine Island. Right now, they're asking for input on what this might look like. We have a link for that survey up on the Gulf Coast News app. Crime Stoppers need your help finding a driver of an SUV involved in multiple car burglaries at local gas stations all along Interstate 75. So Crime Stoppers says this white GMC Arcadia with an unreadable tag is involved here. 3 people were inside the vehicle during the burglaries. If you know who this might be, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers right away. From your Charlotte County News team, Punta Gorda police need your help finding a stolen boat. That was last seen docked at Eagle Point along Burnt Store Road, where it was docked. It's a 1997 EKH Carolina skiff. So if you know what happened here, call Punta Gorda police right away. Guess what? The Diverging Diamond Project at I-75 and Colonial Boulevard in Fort Myers, it is supposed to be finished next week. Can you believe it? This is a live look from the area right now. So it has taken years to redo this major intersection here. We know the headache. It has caused a lot of backups for us. The continuous flow intersection is meant to increase traffic flow on and off the intersection and interstate, creating some new turn lanes here for Colonial Boulevard to either Ortiz Avenue or 6 Mile Cypress Parkway. Okay, so we just got an update on the new Fort Myers Police Headquarters. It's on track to open in 2027. The new building, it'll sit along Fowler Street and Market Street, just south of MLK Boulevard. Right now, Fort Myers Police work out of several substations through the city. The new building will put the entire department under one roof and more.
This is a one-stop shop, and that's just for investigations. So what does that mean to the community? That means hopefully quicker solving of crime.
So officers will have an intelligence center here, a gun range to practice, and glass front training rooms. Chief Jason Fields says this will help officers improve their training in the long run. A new Florida law will allow you to use gold and silver as legal tender. Governor DeSantis signing that bill this week. He says as long as the metal is stamped and has its weight on it, it can be used for things like governmental business and money orders.
The power ever goes down from hurricanes. People came in here with silver. They ran with silver. You couldn't get to an ATM. There was no power.
Can you imagine getting a money order at Walmart with the gold? Yeah, private businesses would have the option to use the metal or just take cash. The full list of rules is expected to be ratified in the next executive session next year. The annual fertilizer bans are going into effect this Sunday for us. You have to switch to phosphorus and nitrogen-free fertilizer until September 30th. Try not to fertilize before we get any of that rain to avoid runoff as well in our waterways, which can lead to toxic algae blooms. We do not want to see that. You're not allowed to use fertilizer within 10 feet of water, seawalls, or wetlands either. You want to tune in right here to Gulf Coast NBC tonight at 8 o'clock as we are getting you ready for hurricane season. Hurricane season, it starts on Sunday, running through November. We're working to help you plan, prepare, and protect your family and property. Our 1-hour special report airs tonight at 8 o'clock right here on Gulf Coast NBC. Today's the last day for anyone in Charlotte County to apply if you need your seawall repaired. You may qualify to get reimbursed for half the cost of the damage there from Hurricane Ian still. There's no income restrictions, but the property does need to be homesteaded. Reimbursements are on a first-come, first-served basis. We have a link to the applications up on the Gulf Coast News app as well right now. Today is day 2 of Fringe Fort Myers, the festival back for a 3rd year, even though it's gotten a lot of pushback from Governor DeSantis. So last year, he called Fringe a sexual festival and said they were part of the reason he decided to cut millions of dollars in art funding statewide. The Alliance for Arts and Broadway Palm Dinner Theater will continue to hold the festival. Organizers and performers say it's about artistic freedom.
We're being responsive to the political process and having a rating system so that individuals and families can know what kind of acts they're going to see.
Yeah, so the festival features 9 performers selected from a lottery ranging in a variety of acts. Alliance for the Arts says the show must go on. They made some changes in response to the governor's comments, as you just heard there, with that rating system. They will be having performances at both theaters through Sunday.
Here, look at me. Jen, stretch that out. Get him out from around your foot. Justice, put him on the ground.
This is incredible here. 3 python trappers near Everglades City. They made one of the biggest catches of their lives last Saturday. The trio catching a massive Burmese python here, ending up to be 16 feet, 8 inches long. It weighed 105 pounds. They saw the shadow while they were driving and then had to work together to get rid of this snake. And ultimately, it protects our ecosystem.
Still can't believe it to this day. Thinking every day, like, dang, we really caught a snake that was almost 17 foot long.
The length of something that big, it was incredible. Yeah, it's massive. So.
It's a team effort. You know, if it was just one man versus that snake, it could have ended pretty poorly.
Well, the trappers say the catch fueled their fire to work harder to stop the pythons. Their previous catch was just 10 feet long. And a reminder for you, registration is open for the 2025 Florida Python Challenge. The actual event encourages hunters from across the world to come here to the Everglades right here in Florida to remove the invasive Burmese python with a $25,000 prize on the line. Last year, nearly 200 people got involved, or excuse me, a lot of people got involved and removed 200 snakes from our ecosystem. After you register, you'll also need to take a safety course. The contest is from July 11th to the 20th. Too bad that one did not count. All right, would you like to see air taxis in our backyard? Where in Florida researchers are looking at to make this possible next.
I'm tracking a cold front on the move arriving to the Gulf Coast this weekend. I'll show you when you'll need the umbrella.